Hey Diva Gals, it's your favorite diva, Miss B. McCarthy, here on the red carpet of Roots, the TV series. T.I., why did you want to be a part of this iconic story?
I felt more so obligated, man. It wasn't something that I wanted to do. It was more so something that I felt that I had to do after attempting to turn down the request of Will Packer, and he emphatically reminded me how important this was. I read the character, I read the script for the night, and it just felt like something I could not say no to. It is the most important piece that I have ever done as an actor.
Could you tell us a little more about your character?
Yes, his name is Cyrus, and he's a non-subservient runaway slave, and he convinces Chicken George to flee to the Union Army to fight for freedom.
Hi Divas, we are back with Malachi, who plays Kunta Kinte. Could you tell us a little bit about your character?
He's a superhero.
So the famous whipping scene, could you tell us personally, how did you feel about being a part of that?
It was torment. It was... My strength came in knowing that someone actually went through it for real. And so what I went through was nothing. But it was hard. I say it was hard not because I actually ever got physically whipped, because the whip never touched me. But I needed to go to a place where the whip touched me repeatedly. Do you understand? I needed to feel that pain so I could show that pain. And I didn't want any one of my cries to come from a false place. And so having to spend a whole day screaming out in pain, and not just the pain of being whipped, but the pain of having your identity stripped away from you, it was hard, to say the least. But it needed to be hard. I needed to go through that so someone else watching it can go through it.
I'm in love with this man. Yeah. Malachi is like a son and a brother to me. My own son is 35. Malachi is 26. To have this young man want to be mentored by me is a beautiful thing.
I play the role of Belle. Belle is the wife of Kunta Kinte. She is a nurturer. She is grounded. She's very strong. And at the same time, she is very vulnerable as well, you know what I mean? And they have a relationship that is just really beautiful on so many different levels. They both stand firm on their opinions, but they're able to come together and have some understanding with each other, which I think is really wonderful.
Bingo is Chicken George before Chicken George. He was a successful cockfighter, but he's, he removes himself from everybody else because he completely understands the pain of the whole thing. But yet he's trying to have autonomy. He wants to be his own man. He's desperately trying to do that with a foot on his throat.
In the story, I play Matilda. She is the fourth matriarch of this family. You will meet her from 17 to her mid-50s, which I get to play the whole time. And she's often described as a preacher's daughter and Chicken George's love interest. But I want to give her a few more props than that. She's Chicken George's wife, who becomes the mother of Kunta Kinte's 8 great-grandchildren.
Roots has a legacy that has clearly stood the test of time. It's something that is just in the fabric of our DNA. Slavery is in the fabric of who we are as a country. And so for me to be a part of that conversation, to add a voice, to add my voice to the story is something that will stand. It will stand the test of time, and it's humbling for me to just be a part of it.
How do you remake something, that had that impact, the type of impact that it had on the country at the time that it came out? And I started getting pages, started reading a script, and I thought that the new information that was included was very, very interesting.
I want to be a part of events. I want to be a part of things that shake the consciousness, move the imagination. That's what I do.
The importance of knowing your roots, the importance of the knowledge of self, and the importance of being integral despite what circumstances tell you.
What do you want our generation to get from this story?
I think the number one thing that our generation that stands out for me is that we don't have to repeat the past. And, a lot of people argue about slavery, but I think Roots is really about how majestic we were before slavery. It's about images. And I think men of color in this country, high prison, so many statistics. We need a glimpse of our majestic.